Hi, my name is Stuart Scott, personal injury and medical malpractice attorney at the Spangenberg Law Firm. Today we're going to talk about foot drop injuries. Foot drop injuries are some of the most severe and debilitating injuries that I see and that I handle on a day-to-day basis. A foot drop injury is usually caused by an injury to the peroneal nerve. The peroneal nerve runs from the lower back down both legs into the foot and the ankle. The peroneal nerve controls the muscles in the lower leg, and particularly it controls the ability to lift your ankle and foot up. This is known as dorsiflexion. If the nerve is damaged to the point where it's not functioning, the patient will lose their ability to pick up their foot and ankle. This is what commonly is referred to as drop foot. Now, the cases that I've handled usually are cases involving a traumatic injury, such as a car accident or a fall that severely compresses the peroneal nerve and basically kills the nerve so it can no longer function. However, sometimes the patient experiences the foot drop without any acute injury whatsoever. This can happen when the disc in the lumbar spine slides or slips out of place. And if it slides far enough, it can actually start pinching that nerve in the lower spine. If the compression is significant enough, it not only causes pain, but it can start to kill off the nerve, and the patient will start experiencing a loss of neurologic function in their foot and their ankle, which will usually take them to the doctor, either their family doctor or the emergency department. In the cases that I've seen where this has occurred, that have resulted in malpractice cases, the doctor either doesn't diagnose it as foot drop, or they diagnose it properly, but they don't get the patient into the hands of the surgeon or the neurologist who can evaluate the situation and get them in the hands of typically a surgeon who can treat the problem. When it comes to foot drop injuries, like any other nerve injury, time equals function. The longer the delay in the diagnosis and treatment, the less likely it is the patient will recover function in the foot and the ankle. Now, these cases can be very complex. Aside from the malpractice issues, a patient or a client of our firm who is now permanently injured with foot drop is going to have a very significant change in their lifestyle. This is a significant handicap under the best of conditions. So when we handle these cases, we work with many different experts in order to show the jury the type of injury, the extent of the injury, and just how limiting this is going to be to the client. For example, we will talk and meet with the patient's or our client's treating surgeon, who can describe the injury and will also be able to explain not only exactly where the injury occurred, but also describe for the jury why that injury is going to be permanent and why the patient is never going to recover function. We also sometimes use outside doctors. We consult with them to come in and describe for the jury through anatomic drawings and so forth the nature of the injury. But we don't just stop with the medical professionals. We also employ vocational experts. These are the people that come in and assess our client's ability to do certain kinds of jobs and jobs that they might not be able to do. With foot drop, because it is such a severe handicap, many of our clients can never return to the work that they previously did. People who work on their feet in construction or waitresses, they are not going to be able to return to their occupation. So we have a vocational rehab expert come in and evaluate their injuries. We also have economists evaluate what their future loss of income is going to be. We have life care planners that evaluate what kind of future care and medical requirements they're going to need. And we do all of this so that we can present the entire picture to the jury, not just of what they went through, but what they're going to go through for the rest of their lives. You may have questions about your own foot drop case or other nerve injury. If you do, give me a call. I'm here to answer your questions.